Miss Universe Bolivia has definitely made a very big mistake recently. 23-year-old Fernanda from Bolivia has definitely put her foot in her mouth. On November 17th, Miss Universe released the headshots and profiles for their contestants competing at the competition this year. If you are in the whole Miss Universe pageant sphere on social media, everybody was so excited. I even made a video about my favorite Miss Universe headshots, but unfortunately a video has surfaced of Fernanda from Bolivia making fun of her fellow contestants with a friend. Allegedly, this video was posted to Fernanda's own Instagram stories. Another pageant page, Aesthetic Pageants, I think, reposted this from her stories, which I don't know how that would end up on there, because if you're going to make a video of yourself making fun of your fellow contestants, why would you want everybody else to see that you're being a bitch? She does later try to tell us that she had a reason for doing this, but it's not a very good reason. In the video, you can see and hear Miss Universe Bolivia and one of her friends named Camila in some sort of bedroom making fun of her fellow contestants.
¿Qué sección es esta, Camila?
Es de la sección Doñas. La sección Gracias por participar. What the fuck? ¿Qué es esto? Amiga, no puedo creer.
¿Y yo?
Vos estás diosa divina. Mira la diferencia, mira esto. Fotos sí.
Even stopping on photos of Paraguay, Brazil, and El Salvador, saying that these contestants belonged in the Mrs. category and that Ecuador, Curacao, and Aruba are in the thanks for participating category. Scathing. And I think the most disrespectful thing was zooming in on Argentina's headshot and basically shouting WTF, and then proceeding to compare her own headshot to Argentina's and her little friend talking about how much better Bolivia's is in comparison. It looked to me like she was only, going through the sort of South American as well as Caribbean headshots. Luckily, she didn't go anywhere near South Africa or Namibia. Otherwise, I would be inclined to throw hands. So this video surfaced. Okay, she was caught red-handed making fun of her fellow South American and Caribbean contestants. Now what? She can do a couple of things. She can either ignore all of the hate that she's getting from this. She can either put out an apology, or she can do what? She can say that it's not her. She can lie. What is she going to do? Guys, what she ended up doing was something that I never in my life even could imagine someone doing in this situation. You literally can't make it up. So a few hours after this video of her making fun of other contestants has surfaced, she posted this really weird video on her Instagram that has this sort of dramatic intro with black and white, her sitting, being all, distressed. And then suddenly she starts talking about why she did what she did. And her reasoning is just, you can't make it up. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. She starts talking about how the video of her making fun of her fellow contestants was a social experiment. No, I'm not joking. It was a social experiment, and it was made to raise awareness for bullying. So, were the other contestants that you were making fun of in on this, or were they just supposed to see you making fun of them and just do what? Not react at all? Then she starts talking about a social project, which frankly, I've seen no mention of a social project, anything to do with bullying on her pages. I saw a post for, the cleft lip thing that Miss Universe liked to work for, at Smile Train, but I don't think it was Smile Train, it was another sort of organization. I saw something like that, but other than that, it's an endless sea of self-absorbed glam shots of her, but then she wants to come and suddenly be Mother Teresa, launching social experiments and raising awareness for bullying. Along with the very dramatic video that she posted in response, she also wrote a caption that said, "There have been many Mrs. Bolivia, but my intention was always to generate change. For a long time, I have published positive content, self-love, working with my social projects, and showing my culture. However, in the sea of news that exists on social networks, people decide to support the negative, but I risked it all to leave a message. I've always said that it doesn't matter what people say about you, if not what you think of yourself, and this is clear proof that the last thing that matters to me are the comments. But if I care about generating a change, or at least people who see this video and start thinking, in the video I tried not to involve derogatory comments. There are no insults. Saying that somebody is participating in the Mrs. category, or that they are part of the thank you for participating category, is an insult. Also, exclaiming WTF at the sight of somebody's headshot, I'm sorry to say, is an insult. Anyway, moving on. I tried not to involve any derogatory comments. She says there are no insults. Yes, there are. To try to generate the least possible damage to the candidates. And again, I apologize that I am not the one to judge them. Mock me or make them have a bad time, so like no one should, especially with Barbara Cabrera. Use your photo since it was the one next to mine. So this is the Argentinian woman who she exclaimed WTF at the sight of her headshot at. I wanted to make the situation real, and we had several attempts. It's more in the video that was published. Oh good, so there was actually more. Great. I didn't want to be the one talking. Maybe this will put all my dreams at risk. It sure will. But it will be worth it if I at least raise awareness in one person. In less than 12 hours, my follower requests are more than 1,000. Well, good for you. And my social project account has 28 followers. Guys. And the general consensus after she posted this quite ridiculous excuse for what has surfaced about her is that, it's just very difficult to believe. And frankly, I do not believe it. This is an excuse, a very poor excuse for getting caught making fun of your fellow contestants. But like I said, apparently this was posted to her own stories, and it was taken from there by a pageant page called Aesthetic Pageant. So why the hell was this posted in the first place? My only explanation, and I think sometimes the simplest explanation is probably the truth, is that she just vastly underestimated how the pageant community as a whole would react to this. She probably thought she's not the most famous woman competing at Miss Universe this year. She doesn't have as big of a following as some of the other contestants. She probably didn't think that anyone would think anything of it. She probably thought that it was all a big joke and that nobody would take it seriously. I mean, and this could have been, a private little moment between her and her friend, just sitting in their room trying to, make light of the fact that she's going up against all of these other beautiful women and trying to, joke and laugh privately. But idiotically, it was posted. I mean, why? You know how volatile the internet is. Why, as a representative of your country, would you go and allow there even to be footage of you making fun of your fellow contestant? I know that pageantry isn't a sport per se, but it just is bad sportsmanship. I mean, to me, it just seems like she doesn't understand the responsibility of a national title holder to be representing herself with grace online. And if I was her national director, I can just imagine how pissed her national director must be right now. And I mean, people have been tagging the new owner of Miss Universe. They've been tagging Miss Universe, Paula Shugart, all of those people in every single post like this in the comments. So obviously the Miss Universe organization must be aware of this right now, even though they're not gonna say anything, they're not gonna do anything, they're just going to pretend like they don't know. But trust me, they know. And to me, I just feel like this woman, she has self-sabotage, she has shot herself in the foot on a major level, and truthfully, she might as well resign the title now and save her organization the money of going to Miss Universe. Because I don't think that after something like this, she will probably not place that high, definitely not win, because the Miss Universe organization know that if they let her win, then everybody's going to dig this up again. They won't risk it. So no matter what she does from this point onward, she's not going to be winning Miss Universe. She turned off comments to that video that she had posted, but then she posted another video with the caption, "I apologize for the way I do things. No one deserves to be offended, and it was never my intention. Above all, I apologize to the city of Potosi and its people. Never wanted to offend them. Respect your land and your people. That at the time I provide much love and support. I respect my country, and it's what I love the most." So basically, actually an actual apology video, but apologizing for her terrible attempts at a social experiment. And then, of course, our queen Lalela Mswane, who was second runner-up at Miss Universe 2021, as well as the current reigning Miss Supranational 2022, commented to this video saying, "I am actually disappointed. I expect more from a pageant girl who knows how often external forces can be unkind and extremely critical of us. No experiment of any kind should be at the expense of another person's feelings. I hope you do better." Truthfully, I think it would be better for the Miss Universe Bolivia organization if they just send a runner-up instead. I would be so angry if I was in charge of Miss Universe Bolivia. I mean, self-sabotage on this scale should definitely be grounds for dethronement. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys believe her story that this was all a social experiment and to, you know, raise awareness for bullying? It's difficult to believe, but at the end of the day, you also have to respect her way of thinking. You know, instead of thinking, I'm gonna make an apology, or I'm gonna lie and deny, I'm gonna say that's not me, I'm gonna act all sorry for myself, instead of doing any of those things, instead of ignoring everything and not saying anything, she decides to make up this whole thing about it being a social experiment and to raise awareness for bullying. You have to appreciate the creativity. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of this whole mess in the comments down below. Do you guys think that Miss Universe Bolivia would have a shot of winning Miss Universe after this? I definitely do not think so. Let me know what you guys think. Nonetheless, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.